63% of people regret some of the purchases they made from social media, me being one of them. This has just been my experience and what I've learned to stay away from. Hands down, one of the biggest culprits is beauty. And it's so easy to like draw out insecurities to make you buy things. Sometimes it's not even about insecurities, it's about that fantasy self of like, oh yeah, this is who I wish to be or would like my life to be.
I'm gonna have a face and a body that's gonna get me to places where I wanna be.
That's something I've fallen for many times, not just with beauty, but clothes, lifestyle items. I've seen these heatless hair curlers in so many videos, and it sounds so good, right? You fall asleep and you wake up with beautiful curls. I find it really difficult to sleep in, and I never got the results that I saw in the videos. Mine always came out kind of lackluster, so I don't know, maybe I just am doing it wrong. I wish I learned about the sock curls first, because that actually gave me a better effect than this, and it's free. I don't need to buy anything. Another item I saw a lot of videos on, and man, did their hair look so beautiful in the videos. I was like, wow. But I didn't realize how much effort goes into doing this. The editing involved makes you forget like how time consuming it actually is. If you have the time to do all this work, then great, but I don't. I get really tired, and just having to do the basics of beauty is exhausting. And that's why I don't really like do everything. I just stick to the things I know make me feel the best. Like oiling my hair is something I learned from social media, and that I actually saw a positive effect on my hair. And I thought it was more worth it because it's like targets the health of your hair as opposed to like styling it. It's just because my time and energy is so spread thin that you have to really prioritize what beauty regimen you want to do. Because if you're paying someone to do it, then you have to like consider the time and energy it goes to have that service done. If beauty is like a big hobby of yours, and of course like I see why, but for me, I have a lot of things I need to get done in my life, and so I can't spend that much time in this category. The Vita Proteins collagen powder is another item I saw a lot, and I was like, ooh, of course, why don't I buy something that makes my hair and skin look good? And it gave me a rash. I had no idea what was going on, and that was the only thing I changed in my diet. Someone actually left me a comment saying that collagen can trigger more histamine, and that's probably what resulted in my reaction. Was this supposed to be common knowledge? I just thought I was gonna get pretty hair and skin. And ever since, I don't touch it, don't go near it. I'd rather like focus on sleep and water and skincare. I'm like, I'll stick to those for right now. This is a pair of sheer text tights, and they're advertised to be very, very strong. Mine has a hole in it, and I haven't even worn these out. I've just kind of worn them in my room, like trying them on with different outfits. So I would understand if this hole appeared many uses later, but I literally never wore them outside. Some people said that theirs have lasted years. I think it might be a consistency thing. When it comes to clothing content, I do try to avoid the trends because I've bought them in the past only to declutter them later. Because I've purchased many pretty outfits in my life, and that's all they were, pretty and not functional. Definitely not great for commuting. I would barely wear it. Understanding that my lifestyle and the things that are portrayed online, sometimes they just don't mesh. Living in New York, you see a lot of food content, and while I do love watching it, there have been many times where I've fallen for the hype and have been let down. But food content in general is very deceiving because it's easy to make food look good, but it's harder to make it taste good.
Restaurants where the vibe is better than the food need to be fined, shut down, or they at least have to post a disclaimer in the window.
100% agree.
Because there's a lot of ugly food I've had that tasted really good, and a lot of pretty food that did not taste good at all. Tasted like nothing. Kind of disappointing. Maybe I like built it up too much in my head, but I just didn't see like what the whole big fuss was about. I don't think any place is worth waiting extremely long for. You never know what you're gonna get. It can be inconsistent, and if it's bad, at least you didn't wait on like a long time for it. I've fallen for a lot of hyped up books. That's something I do get FOMO for. 10,000 5-star reviews, I must read it too. It must be so good. And then I read it and I'm like, what am I reading? Part of me assumes that just because it has so many good reviews, I will like it too. And when I don't, it really takes me by surprise. I didn't go out of my way to not like them. I don't claim to have good taste, just a poor attention span. So it can be well written, but just kind of boring to read. There are a lot of books that have poor writing, but yet I still finish it. Now I realize with reviews, they can just be so misleading, and I try to not let them faze me, but sometimes it does, and I get like swept up with the hype. I think it's just like hard sometimes because you're curious and you see like the way the video is and the way it's edited, It looks too good to be true. You're like, I have to have it. And then you get it and you're like, damn, I really don't like this. The lessons I've learned is, does this fit my lifestyle and who I am and the time and energy I have? Because a lot of things like I want to do, but I'm like, you're lazy. You have to edit and sew, and that takes up so many hours of your life that you don't want to do anything else afterwards. So for me, it has to be on the easier spectrum of things, because otherwise I'm not gonna do it. I'm just very tired.
Make my life a little easier, quicker, not so damn complicated.
This is never gonna end. They're always gonna keep bombarding us with stuff to buy and better at marketing to us so that we fall for it.
Contract or no, I will not bow to any sponsor.
I'm, I guess, a little bit stronger just because I've seen from my past regretful purchases and the money wasted. I always love watching these type of videos because I like learning about what to avoid, especially like things that other people can see that I didn't quite see. But yeah, anyway, until next time, I'll see you. Bye.